This and every episode of REKT Podcast is brought to you by Beaksy Exchange, an upcoming cryptocurrency exchange built in collaboration with One Market Data. Beaksy is bringing legacy finance speed, power, and sophistication to crypto for the first time. With 225,000 transactions per second per pair, comparable to NASDAQ, 15 order types on day one, with 25 order types on full rollout, and a dedicated customer support team, Beaksy is setting itself apart from the competition. Check out Beaksy today at Beaksy.com and pre-register today at Beaksy.com/registration to get your free Beaksy Exchange tokens. That's Beaksy.com, BEAXY.com.
Hello, this is Alex with Lolli, and this is REKT.
Hello and welcome to REKT Podcast. I am Bunchu alongside my esteemed colleague and co-host, Crypto Chamber. Chamber, how you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good today. It's my last day of long weekend holiday, so gonna head back to the old workforce tomorrow. So I'm not looking forward to that. But you know, it's all right.
That's what did you do on your holiday? Did you have fun? I saw you made some banana bread today.
I did make some banana bread today. That was a big win for me. I haven't had a chance to sample it yet, so that's gonna be after the show.
Do you do walnuts in your banana bread?
Fun story about the walnuts today. I had to make.
Everybody loves a good walnut story.
I had to make an executive decision on the freshness of the walnuts, and I wasn't 100% sure if nuts go bad. I felt like they were in my ingredients cabinet for a while. So I made the executive decision to throw them out. So
bold.
Typically I do, but today no.
I had something weird happen to me today and terrible at the same time. So we're getting married in September, and we had to go, since we're moving, we had to meet with the venue to kind of go over everything before we move away. And so we're getting married in this park, and we're walking through the park afterwards, and like we're looking for, possible spots to take pictures and all this stuff. And my fiance is an animal lover, obsessed. And there was this dog that appeared to be homeless, and he was very sad, and his legs weren't working properly. It was a very sad situation. So she went over and pet him and all this stuff, and I was like, all right, come on, we got to go. We can't adopt this dog from the middle of a park. And so we're walking around the park to look for spots to take pictures, and she starts crying. And I'm like, what are you crying about? And she's crying about the dog and how sad the dog is. And this lady comes up to me and she's like, what did you do to her? No way. And I'm like, oh my God, people think I'm screaming at my fiance in the middle of a park and she's making her cry. And she was crying about this dog. And then she, on the way home from work, stopped to see if it was there so she could try to feed it dinner. And that's my day. Anyway, so we have Alex from Lolli.com here with us. Alex, thanks for joining us. We're excited to have you.
Good to be here. No crying dogs on this episode.
Yeah, no crying. No dogs were harmed in the making of this podcast. So let's get right into it here. Tell us about your background. How did you get started into crypto, and how did you get from there to Lolli?
Yeah, great question. So basically, I was building my last company, and our mission was to democratize commerce. We were young and naive, I think, and we thought we could do it by ourselves. And so we built this really cool solution that would let retailers sell their products in different channels. And the idea was that if anyone could sell anywhere, hypothetically, we could connect the entire world through commerce and really use the rails of the internet to connect everybody, not just socially as we're doing now over audio or on Twitter with text or anything like that, but connected through commerce. So a couple years in, I'm at this bar, and I bump into Ryan Shea, and he had very recently, at the time, had learned about Bitcoin. And we ended up just, he talked to me about it for like 2 or 3 hours, and it was just really, really fascinating. And everything that we were building with my last company, Cosmic, was native to this currency. So I went back and like hopped on Slack and like told our team, all about it. And we sort of just like kept a channel over the years, and we're all fascinated with it. And just, stayed sort of in the space. And then we ended up getting acquired in the later days by one of our biggest clients, which was Ebates. And Ebates is the biggest cashback company in the US, one of the biggest cashback companies in the world. And we ended up working really closely with them, learning the model, and also proposing Bitcoin to them as an option to distribute Bitcoin to more people. And they weren't really into it. And so, we ended up parting ways with them, took some time off, really trying to think about what problem we really wanted to solve in the space, and just kept coming back to Bitcoin and the distribution problem as being the biggest problem needing to be solved in the space. So we ended up building basically Ebates for Bitcoin, and it's been a really fun year so far.
That's pretty awesome. So tell the people exactly how it works.
So Lolli works with top merchants like Walmart, Priceline, Everlane, SeatGeek, and what we do is we bring them users, and those users, when they shop the site, they end up getting rewarded in Bitcoin. So both parties win. These merchants get sales and new customers, and users get paid in the form of Bitcoin. Because these users want Bitcoin more than cash, I think a lot of people are starting to realize like they've seen Bitcoin, but it's been unattainable. They know that they can't mine it, or that it's too much work or too expensive to mine it. They also know that investing is risky. And so what Lolli does is we really decrease the risk for the consumer to next to nothing. You're going to buy that toilet paper from Walmart anyway. You're going to buy those seats to the your favorite sports team anyway. Why not earn Bitcoin for it? We negotiate pretty high rates with a lot of these merchants from our deep relationships, because we've known a lot of these people for 7 years from our last company and then this company. And so the average rate back is 7%, and I think it gets all the way. I think we just signed a recent deal for 45% back. I think that's the eHarmony. So you can earn some serious money. And we don't recommend you buy anything that you don't need. But people want to go to games. People want groceries, toilet paper. People have to travel. So why not earn Bitcoin back for it?
I'm definitely checking out eHarmony.
I was just going to say, Chamber, that's right up your alley. 45% to find a soulmate.
I'm going to cheat on my wife, get some Bitcoin. It's going to be great.
Oh, my goodness. That's awesome. So I'm looking here, at your featured stores, and it's just a lot of stuff that you're, like you said, you're already using it anyway. Like yesterday, I was looking for a new washer and dryer on bestbuy.com. So that would have been an awesome way to earn some Bitcoin. Or 1-800-Flowers. I've used them a million times to apologize. And I one of the things that I thought was the coolest on here was Hilton. And so yes. I travel a ton for work, and I'm always booking hotels. And now I'm going to try to figure out how I can book through this instead, so I can be earning Bitcoin literally every week. So that's pretty cool. So how does the process work for, signing merchants and everything like that?
Yeah, so the merchant adoption is really interesting. How with my last company, it was a really difficult sales process to get them on board. We were selling basically buy buttons or e-commerce gateways, and we were very early into the space. Where we're at right now, I think I learned a lot about enterprise sales over the last 7 years, and trying to understand what everybody is optimizing for on both sides of the table. And one of the things in my early conversations, I believe it was with Priceline, we were talking with them, and in the meeting, the guy was like, so it's basically like a point system, but no borders and no real rules. And I was like, that's really good. So I started using that in all of my other sales pitches, and it really helped like frame, I think, how merchants look at us, and how they look at, more importantly, Bitcoin. They look at it as a way to, we're not coming in and we're not asking them to integrate a whole payment system. We're just asking, them to say, hey, like, you recognize that people want Bitcoin, and you're incentivizing them to shop at your place instead of Amazon. And in this day and age when everyone's trying to compete with Amazon, it works out really well for a lot of merchants to give people an added incentive to shop their sites. And I think one thing that people are realizing once they stop shopping Amazon and shop at other places, that a lot of merchants have really like caught up with Amazon with the customer experience, with prices especially, economies of scale across marketplaces. So we've had a lot of people just come and completely convert over to Overstock, Walmart, Jet, a lot of these like top merchants that they haven't shopped at in years.
That's super interesting. I think when we play our little game later, that'll work perfectly for what you just mentioned, as opposed to shopping on Amazon. So now the rewards, those are paid out from the merchants, correct? It's not something that the user is incurring or an added fee to their purchase, right?
Correct. So it comes out of the merchant's marketing budget. The merchant is paying to basically acquire a customer, and in a lot of cases, basically the reason why Lolli exists in the model that it's really replacing is like people make money, or publishers make money all the time from consumers, and they don't even realize it, and that comes out of a marketing budget. What we're doing is we're sharing what we make with the user in the form of Bitcoin. So if you're ever on, let's just say, ESPN.com, and you see like a pair of shoes, and they send you to Adidas to go buy those shoes, when you purchase those, Adidas or ESPN is making money from the consumer, and that comes out of this marketing budget. What we do is we say, hey, start your shopping experience on Lolli.com, and then we share that experience, that commission with our consumer.
That's awesome. So how does it work on their end, like on a user end? So I see here that I've installed like the Chrome extension. Walk us through how that works.
Yep. So you go to Lolli.com, and right now we're live on Chrome, Safari, and on Thursday we are launching Firefox, which we're super excited about. It's an awesome privacy-focused browser. I'm sure many have heard of it or use it. We're launching on different browsers. You download the extension, and Lolli works in like a few different ways, but the main use case is a lot of people will go to these sites, and this banner pops up, and some people describe it as this like magic elf that just like pops up and is like, hey, do you want to earn Bitcoin? And people are like, yeah, I would love to earn some Bitcoin, thank you. And they activate it, and then you earn your Bitcoin. The other way, we have a few merchants that don't opt in for the banner, and that they're on Lolli.com, and we encourage people to start the experience on Lolli.com. /stores is where all of our stores are. And that's where we have our 750 plus partners, and you can browse all of them. And we've had a lot of people get really creative with how they're stacking sats, like all across these different merchants. And then also we have a little widget that a lot of people don't know about, which is just like a comment box where you can talk to our customer support, and they're all trained in recommending. So if you need that washer machine, or you're getting ingredients for banana bread, whatever it is, you can
call back.
You can hop in there, and we'll help you get like earn Bitcoin for your banana bread.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna my Lolli customer experience agent will be my new best friend.
Yeah. It's our team right now. It's Gabby, Victoria, and Shayna, and then myself. I'll help on there every once in a while when I can to help out the team. But they've become kind of famous in the Lolli community. And people are like talking about them, tweeting at them, and they're in a bunch of our reviews because they're amazing.
That's so funny. They're gonna be like, fucking Bunchu again.
Yeah.
Like, how much banana bread does this guy eat? That's awesome. So you mentioned a couple browsers. Any plans for Brave? I know a lot of people in the crypto community are, starting to lean towards Brave because of, its decentralized nature, all that kind of stuff. Any plans for them in the future?
I really like Brave. We've tried to work with them. I think it's going to be like a slower process. They kind of took the approach of like there's good cookies and there's bad cookies, and they took the approach of blocking all cookies. And what we need to do is we have to communicate with the merchant minimal cookies in order to say, hey, Bunchu bought these bananas from jet.com, and we say, we don't even say your name. We say it's this user ID. We connect the two, and then we get paid, and then we pay you. And so we need to collect a minimum amount of information for that one transaction to get back. So right now we're working with Brave to try to work through that. It's a little bit more complicated than the others. People give Chrome shit for, and Google shit for being a little bit not as privacy focused, but if people are concerned, Firefox is an amazing privacy browser. They're award-winning privacy browser. And I recommend Firefox, which will launch on Thursday. But yeah, I think Brave's great. I used it for a while before we launched Lolli. I was hoping we could get to a partnership sooner, but it's just a little bit more complexity. So we'll make it even more seamless in the future.
Cool. How about mobile?
So technically, Lolli works on mobile web. You can start the experience. It's not as seamless because you can't see the activate and you can't confirm that it's been activated. But a lot of our users that are on the go will use it. And as long as you click shop on the store site and you click through and you buy right then, and you don't try to come back, there's just a lot that can happen in between then, and there's no real confirmation then. Also, we just started work on building our mobile app. And that's going to be a really fun, cool experience. There's some stuff that we'll have to be back on the podcast when we launch that thing, because there's some cool stuff to get people shopping in store. And imagine going and getting a coffee and earning Bitcoin back. That's awesome. The dream.
Yeah, that is the dream. I drink a lot of coffee, and
I lose a lot of Bitcoin.
And exactly. It's cool. So when you are actually on the shop here, so say I'm at Walmart and I have the widget active or the extension activated. How will I know when I am, going through my purchase here because I'm actually ready to buy something right now? How am I going to know that it's working?
So you press if you have your extension, we communicate it every step of the way. So you can press shop, it goes there, it says it's been activated on 1-800-Flowers. If you activate while you're on 1-800-Flowers, it'll say activated, and then you'll see this little green logo that just is yep, you're doing it right, it's activated, you buy it, and we'll notify you within anywhere from 10 minutes to sometimes it can take up to a couple days. The merchant has to communicate to us that somebody just purchased something, and some merchants are faster than others. But if you did it right, you see it activated, you just sort of rest assured knowing that you're going to get your Bitcoin and all will be well.
Cool. So I'm going to buy something right now on Walmart.
Awesome.
So I think I'm doing it correctly because on my other tabs, the Lolli logo on the extension is blue, but I'm at checkout here, and so it is turned green, and when I click on it, it says Walmart activated, so up to 3.5% back, Bitcoin back. So I'm going to go ahead and place this order and see what happens. So, oh man, Walmart, you suck. You timed me out. So I'm going to keep doing that while I'm going. But Chamber, you got any questions here?
So I haven't set this up yet. Am I able to use? I live in Canada. Am I able to use that here in Canada?
Very soon, but not yet. There's some people who've gotten creative and gotten around our limitations, but it's technically we're really focused on U.S. When you start to expand internationally, you have to establish new partnerships, and then there's also the legal implications of doing cross-border. So we're just making sure we're building this company right and having really incredible customer service everywhere. So Canada will be our next place that we're expanding to. There's a lot of merchants that are very similar. between the two countries, but we are not there yet.
I guess I can accept that for now. I guess I'll have to I'll VPN myself there. I don't know. Can you do that?
No comment.
Yeah. You can VPN and be my neighbor, Chamber.
All right, that sounds
We
good.
could be VPN neighbors.
Hey, ship all the banana bread to my place. I'll pay you in sats, and you'll get sats back.
That's perfect. Hey, Chamber is like the.
That might be a federal crime.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. Actually, Chamber's banana bread is.
The
add
only
some
crime will
additional,
be not putting in walnuts.
I was gonna say no.
Yeah,
There's
Chamber-
another crime. It's called trafficking.
Chambers banana bread has a little different ingredients.
I got some enhanced ingredients in my banana breads that may make it illegal.
Canadian prison's probably pretty friendly. Hey,
A little
Chambers,
too
what
friendly.
are you in for? Yeah, maybe too friendly.
What are you in for? Banana bread trafficking.
Is that a code for something?
I gotta ask. The name Lolli.
Yeah, so when I was young, my dad worked for the bank, and we used to go to First Union, and I always was like really pumped to get those like green like lollipops at the end, and really wasn't pumped for the other part of the experience of just it being like a really sterile, sad place. And so yeah, I kind of looked at one thing that was missing from Bitcoin when I was trying to get my friends and family into it, and just tell them to research it. I think it's just a kind of a complicated concept when you first look at it. And what really captured my interest was that actually having it, and it took years for me to really get into it. And so I one of the things we wanted to build with Lolli is just this fun experience, something that just feels good. And so if Bitcoin is the bank of the future, I think it needs some lollipops in it. So. Yeah,
just the green ones, though.
Just the green ones, and maybe some purple ones too. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, trying to make it fun, and also I think everyone likes lollipops. It's tough to hate.
I do. So I'll buy some.
I'm definitely pro
lollipop.
lollipop.
On Lolli.
Pro lollipop.
All right, so now I'm back here trying to redo my order. I think I timed out, so I'm about to place my order here, and let's see if it goes through on Walmart. I have ordered successfully. So now that I've ordered from Walmart, what is my next step that I should be anticipating?
So you should get a notification via email that will say, congratulations, you just stacked some sats, and you'll see how much you got back. And if there's any issues, if you don't hear back from us for whatever reason, you just reach out to our team, and we'll set you up and make sure that it's been tracked, and Walmart got it, we got it, and everything. But you should just get an email in probably about 10 to 20 minutes saying that you did the right thing and you earned some Bitcoin.
Very cool.
And for the record, Bunchu, you, in my opinion, just created the new American dream, which is buy sweatpants at Walmart online, which I think is...
That's exactly what I did.
That's the new American dream right there.
I bought sweatpants.
Buying sweatpants in your sweatpants.
In my sweatpants.
Yeah, very meta.
Yeah, exactly. These may or may not have a pizza stain on them, so...
Gotta replace these.
Yeah, I had to break up with my pizza place today because I'm moving. It's the hardest breakup I've had in a very long time. So, but I'll be waiting while we're on here to see if I get my Lolli confirmation and stack some sats, which is pretty cool. So, Chamber, I'm going to start doing all of my shopping on here. So, did you say I can buy groceries on here?
Yes, Jet.com is our number one grocery partner. And actually, I saw bananas on there the other day. Someone literally, it's funny. I think bananas are sort of this internet meme, and I can't remember how it came up, but I remember sending somebody a link as a recommendation to buy bananas from Jet. And some people have just I think bananas, I live in New York, and I think I can just go to any bodega and pick up a banana if I really want one, but...
A $4 bodega banana?
Yeah. If I'm really craving a banana. But yeah, it's you can buy just about anything. Groceries and Jet are really big. And then we're trying to get on some more grocery partners. I think we we didn't anticipate how big that was going to be. So we are trying really hard to get some more grocery partners on board. Travel's been huge, as you mentioned. Just a lot of people travel for work and for conferences and all that good stuff. So Priceline, Booking.com, Hilton, Marriott have all been awesome partners of ours. I think that's some of the big ones.
Yeah, so I just went on jet.com to look to see how I can buy some groceries. And as soon as I went there through the Lolli shop, it popped up and it said up to 3.5% Bitcoin back activated. So you're right. Now it's telling me I'm doing the right thing, which is awesome. So I think my fiance is going to love the fact that we can order groceries online now. So
we're really bringing couples together. I think it's really special. And I say it like half kidding, but I just see it. You see it on Twitter. Like people are like, "Oh, I turned my boyfriend onto Bitcoin with it. I turned my girlfriend on it." We had this like video testimonial the other day. This woman was in finance, and she'd been talking to her boyfriend about like getting her fiance about getting him into Bitcoin, and he hadn't been investing, and so she was trying to like encourage him. And so Lolli was like this friendly thing that like helped them like talk about Bitcoin. So if we can keep couples together, I'm just happy to do it.
I've been trying to get her into Bitcoin. Chamber, have you had any success with your wife, aside from the fact that she participated in our REKT Madness pool?
So the only reason she participated in that is because I sent her, I think, like 4 Ethereum when it was like $115. And she thinks like crypto's amazing now. So like I think it hit 275 at one point, and she's like, "Do you know how much that's worth now?" She's freaking out. So she's checking her app all the time now.
So I've been trying to get her to get into Bitcoin and just buy a little, so stack sats, if you will. And I think this is going to be a way that I do it. I'll have her do her grocery shopping that she does anyway online, and she can keep all of the Bitcoin back that she gets, and she won't even have to, spend any money to buy it, which I think is her biggest fear at the moment, is she doesn't want to use her money to buy Bitcoin. But if she's getting it back for doing something she already does, that's a much different story, I think. So very cool. I like so Lolli is bringing couples together from that aspect and eHarmony.
Bringing couples together and at every step of the funnel.
Yeah, exactly. That's cool. So, Alex, anything else that you want to touch on before we move on to maybe some news articles here?
No, this has been great. Great questions.
Awesome. Cool. So, Chamber, let's get to the news. Start us off, buddy.
All right. I made a pledge on the last episode to pick up all news articles from Masari.io. Mm-hmm. This is
now our official news source.
the official website that I check for our news articles now. I have this one. This is off of the site, but this is from Twitter. Coinbase expands Coinbase Earn to 100 countries. Now, I want to say maybe like a month ago, I saw some people shilling their Coinbase links to get like $50 worth of, I want to say Stellar.
When you say people, you mean yourself.
No. See, that's the problem. Is I could not participate in this because I lived in Canada. So a bunch of American folks were making $50 from Coinbase, and I couldn't participate. So I got the email over the weekend. I will take $50 if people want to throw it around. So it took 10 minutes, and then did some video quizzes and got some Stellar. So they've extended this out to 100 different countries all over the world. So people, and they've put in this. I guess this attempt to get more crypto into the hands of more people, they put $100 million worth of crypto on the line. So that's how much is available. So it's I think it'll help, and I'll take my little piece.
Well, you're $50.
Yeah.
I think adoption is the name of the game, and distribution the theme of the episode here with Lolli and Coinbase Earn. I don't even really know what Coinbase Earn is, so forgive me. What do you know much about it, Jim?
I think it's just their school schooling portion of the website. You know what I mean?
Yes, where they take you to church.
They take you to church and they give you a little Bitcoin at the end.
Oh,
I'd go to church more if they gave me Bitcoin at the end.
Me too. Alex, you should look into that.
I'll go to anywhere. I'll go to synagogue. I'll go to temple. I'll go. I'll go where the Bitcoin is. Really.
Reverse tithings. I like it.
Yeah, Joel Osteen, but on the blockchain.
Yeah.
All right. So I have one here. Did we get this one from Sorry too?
I think we did. The one I sent you.
Yeah.
Sure, that's the only place I get my news now.
That's right, because you made a pledge to Zach. So.
Solemn oath.
So this one is, from Masari, but takes you out to sludgefeed.com, which is an interesting name for a website. But last night, the 60 Minutes episode aired on Bitcoin. Alex, did you see it?
I did not, but the exciting part was my mom and my dad saw it, and they were really pumped and texted me independently saying Bitcoin's in the news. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That is cool.
I don't know if they're just because they're like a fan of me, or if they're like, if that's like, if everyone's mom and dad texted them at some point. But I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. I still have to watch it. Did you all watch it?
I did not, actually. I have it DVR'd, but I didn't watch it. Chamber, did you?
I did watch it, and I got the same text from my mom, too. I think all of the kids that got into crypto all got texts from their parents yesterday.
That's so
you're not crazy.
Yeah.
So, or maybe you are.
What were your thoughts, Chamber?
I thought it was pretty good. My first thought, obviously, was that we interviewed Charlie. We interviewed Charlie before Anderson Cooper did, which I thought that was pretty fun.
Beat him to it.
Take that, Anderson Cooper.
You silver fox, you.
Look, I need to defend our boy Charlie Shrem here. I didn't get all the flack he was getting about the sandals. It's a look I would roll with too if I was, living in Florida.
I think he pulled it off. I think he was doing something. He had a look to him.
He was getting lots of flack for that.
On CT, could you imagine what all the trolls look like on CT? Just a bunch of goblins.
We were one of them. We hit him with the what are those?
That's funny.
So I had to do it to him.
That's so funny. But we interviewed Charlie Shrem before Anderson Cooper, which is pretty cool. So when 60 Minutes does a piece on Lolli, we will say, hey, Anderson, we were there first. Maybe be better at journalism.
Do your job, Anderson.
Come on, Anderson.
We knew Lolli before it was cool. So the other thing that they talked about here, and I think this is just a great story for, the mainstream media to cover about Bitcoin, where, of course, they talked about the Bitcoin pizza guy. And so they called it a surge of Bitcoin awareness that happened from 60 Minutes today. And they profiled Laszlo Hanitz, who is the guy that spent 10,000 Bitcoin on a couple pizzas, which Anderson Cooper talked to him about, and those pizzas now are worth $77 million. That's a lot.
How did they refer to the pizza again? What do they call them?
They call them boxes of pizza. Who the hell calls them that? Who the fuck calls them that? Not pizza pies or whatever. They called them boxes of pizza. So it says here, in the segment, which is hosted by Anderson Cooper, Heinitz discusses the aftermath of him making what is believed to be the first Bitcoin transaction, 10,000 BTC for some boxes of pizza.
It's a weird.
The 60 Minutes tweet reads like this. In the early days of cryptocurrency, one man decided to trade his Bitcoin for pizza. It was a historic event, but not such a great investment. We were joking about the immutable stuffed crust. Find Find out tonight on 60 Minutes.
Immutable stuffed crust kills me.
That's the hashtag for the...
I've been writing down hashtags so far.
We got a lot today?
I got a couple. I got no crying dogs. I got stacking stats. But I think immutable stuffed crust.
Stats has to be one. Yeah, we'll do stacking stats, and then we'll do
immutable stuffed crust.
Immutable stuffed crust.
I like
for
that
sure. But anyway, so that's all we have for the news today. A light news story. Anything to add to the 60 Minutes piece, Alex?
No, I think that that's hilarious. I need to watch it. And I think whoever wrote that probably hasn't had pizza before. I don't know. How do you...
All these kids with their boxes of pizza.
has never owned Bitcoin and also never...
Has only done it missionary.
Yeah. Does sex.
That's funny. Oh, man. All right, cool. So let's get into our little game here, Chamber. So what we have decided to do here was go through our latest Amazon transactions that we've had. So the point being here, we're going to go through Chamber and I's last 5 Amazon transactions each, and then Alex, you're going to tell us if we can, if we could have gotten some Bitcoin back by going through Lolli on these purchases.
Nice. All right.
So,
here goes nothing.
How do you want to do this?
You want to start us off?
One?
You go first. I'll go second.
All right. So I'll go. My latest was actually today. I bought a Vivo.
Wait. How many transactions have you had in the last 6 months?
38.
Okay,
Wow.
I've had 33 Amazon transactions in the last 6 months. So keep that in mind now when we're going through this segment on how much Bitcoin you could possibly have.
So this was today. I bought 2 Vivo Sun 400 watt hydroponic vegetative lights.
For banana bread.
For banana bread. I need some new bulbs for my grow tent. So I bought 2 of those on Amazon.
You're such a horticulturalist.
I am. I'm quite the green thumb.
You are. I have a feeling you might not be able to get those.
I'm gonna find it. It's somewhere.
I feel like you probably get it at Walmart.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you can get them at Overstock.
Okay.
And it looks like there's some good prices. Overstock's up to 9% back, which is pretty killer. There's some exclusions every once in a while, but for the most part, that's a lot of Bitcoin.
Nice.
You could have made some up to 9%. You could have got some heavy Bitcoin.
Yeah.
All right. So now I do need to preface this with the fact that I do not use Amazon very much. So all of these transactions are my fiance. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when I'm going through my transactions here.
Sounds like a good excuse, preemptive excuse.
Yeah, no kidding, right? That's called damage control.
Yeah, right. So delivered Thursday. We are moving, so we have to move our pets along with us. So we had to buy a pet carrier. So I got a hard-sided cat carrier to take my damn cat to Pennsylvania, which I wouldn't be too upset if we left it behind, but judging by the story I told you in the beginning, my fiance would cry. So can I get a pet carrier through Lolli?
Yes. So BarkBox, I believe it's bark.com, probably has you... BarkBox.com, I believe, would be a good spot to start. Jet.com, Walmart, Overstock, they all have pet gear. And in about 2 weeks, if you guys follow us on Twitter, we should be announcing a really big pet partner. We have a lot of... I don't know if maybe it's just people on the internet or what the thing is, but lots of our users have pets. So a lot of dog and cat requests. So we've been trying really hard to get a few more pet partners on board, but Jet has been really big, Walmart, Overstock, and then BarkBox has been a great partner.
Awesome. Chamber, what's your next one here?
My next one. So my wife told me that my daughter was going to a Nerf gun birthday party. And she didn't have a Nerf gun.
That's awesome.
So I went online and I got her the Nerf Nerf and Strike Elite Surge Fire gun. She's 5.
So much cooler than mine.
She's 5, and I am jealous.
I brought her to the party. Or no, pardon me. My wife brought her to the party. I picked her up from the party. And while I was there, I could observe the kids playing with their guns. My daughter had the biggest monstrosity of a gun compared to all the other ones, and she was demolishing them. So it was pretty fun.
This thing is huge.
Yeah.
It has a sight on it.
It does have a sight. I was teaching her how to use it. I'm like, this is, you gotta go. I put her name's Fiona, so I was putting little F's with magic marker on the darts.
Nice. Yeah, you don't want to lose those things.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So we've got that at Walmart, and it looks like Walmart has the best price, and it's on sale right now down from $70 to $39.88, and you stack sats. What did you get it for, if you don't mind me asking?
I got it for $59.99 Canadian. So. Yeah.
So I think we got you beat there.
I think you do.
Yeah.
I
might have to get one of these.
Honestly, I have it in the house now. I use it every day. My wife will sneak attack me sometimes. And it kind of hurt a little bit. It's pretty good.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. All right. This was delivered to me on May 5th. It is called a Mako Bell, Mayco Bell Automotive Embroidery Cute Universal Car Steering Wheel Cover 2019 for women, in parentheses, sunflower.
Oh my god.
So it is a sunflower steering wheel cover.
Wow.
Yes. And now this was purchased for my mother for Mother's Day, just, and I bought one for myself.
This is going to be a tough one. We do have advanced auto parts, and it might not come in sunflower, so you might have to... it looks like it comes in boho and universal Baja. But, we've got options if you're not florally inclined.
Chamber, is that what we can call you now? Florally inclined?
Yeah, florally inclined. Yeah, I think that's
florally
fair.
Inclined. All right, what's your next one here?
All right, my next one is...
wait, I want to... Hold on. What were your first two amounts? Like you said, $59.99
and $39.99.
Okay, so you're almost at, you're at like $90. So if the average back you said was what?
It's about 7% across all merchants.
All right, so let's keep track of that while we're doing this.
Oh, that's smart. I like that. I like this game.
Yeah, you can see how much stats you would have stacked. What's your third?
So this one was purchased because of Game of Thrones. I have a 1-year-old daughter, and she, her room's upstairs, and my wife and I haven't gone downstairs to our entertainment room to watch television since she's been born. So we'll stay upstairs and watch stuff on our iPads and stuff like that in the upstairs living room to kind of have an ear out for the kid. So I said, when Game of Thrones was coming to its conclusion, I said, well, shit, we got to watch the last couple episodes. Like, we have a big, 65-inch TV downstairs. I said, we got to watch it, the real way. So I got these VTech Communication Safe and Sound digital audio monitors. They were $29.99 Canadian, and that allowed us to hang out downstairs and smoke pot inside for once. That was nice. Crack a window. It was good. You can't really smoke upstairs, so.
I bought. All right, so you're almost at $100 here.
Yeah.
And those are going to be at Walmart and Best Buy. I think Walmart has a higher percent back. But yeah, you should be good to go there.
Jeez, I'm really.
Might have to return all this stuff.
I think I will. Amazon, you got a great return policy, so here it comes.
Take advantage of it.
All right, I bought. Man, I need to get. I don't like this game anymore. I bought.
John's buying weed stuff and Nerf guns.
Yeah, I'm buying 2 USPS Love Flourishes Forever postage stamps, sheets of 20. I bought 4 of those for $28.95.
Wow.
And the reason I feel like I have to fucking explain all these These were the stamps that went out on our wedding invitations. So
Aww.
that's why that's why we're stacking sats and stacking love. That's it.
And I'm looking at them right now, and again, florally inclined. It's a consistent theme.
Love flourishes, baby. So where can I get them?
You can get them at Walmart.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
How much were they?
It looks like 20. I'm seeing 25 on with a first. Yeah, 25.
Oh, nice. So I would have saved money there and earned sats. Dude, this is great. I'm shopping here all the time. All right, Chamber,
So I got a weird one
And
here.
aren't stamps some sort of like weird store of value as well?
I think they
Yeah.
are.
There's something there. I don't know everything about it.
Stamps. Legal tender anywhere. You can make some. I think you can go to a corner store and pay with stamps, and they legally have to take it. I
There
think I
we
saw
go.
that. I may have seen that on Simpsons, so don't take that as 100% accurate. But I feel like there could be a nugget of truth in there.
What
That's
do we
like
got?
a good game.
What do we got? 2 more, Chamber?
I got 2 more. So my last one here, I think this is an Amber purchase. This is
Still probably more badass than mine.
this is pretty badass. I'm not even ashamed of this one. This is Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay.
Oh, jeez.
What?
I don't even know what it is. I have to ask when I go back upstairs. I don't know what this
You
is.
two are just
Oh,
a bunch
wow.
of Canadian hippies.
So it's Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay.
Oh my gosh. Interesting. Okay. It looks like a natural like facial.
It's some sort of
cleansing?
hippy dippy shit, I bet.
Okay.
Alex is like, yeah, we're partnered with AztecHealingClay.com.
I love Jim from Aztec.
Yeah, me and Jim from AztecHealingClay.com go way back.
Yeah. 7 years ago, he sent me some banana bread the other day. All right, I think that's going to be my first loss. I don't think I can. It looks like it's on some vitamin stores. We are partnered with Vitamin Shop. I don't. Let me. Here, as you're doing the next one, I'll try to search for it. But that's a deep track.
That's
right
a deep
there.
cut.
Here we go
like
again.
Also, wait, I have to ask one thing. How there's different weights? How many pounds? of it did she
one
get?
pound. 1 pound.
1 pound. Okay,
That's right. That's
I had to ask.
that's what he does say right here.
Healing clay? God, how much things?
Oh, I found it. Oh my god, I found it. Oh yes. Okay, it's on vitaminshop.com, and we do 8% back.
Wow.
And it's $8 for a pound. Pretty agreeable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that one took me a little longer, so I do
like
apologize. But I
Look at
might
that.
buy some of this out of pure curiosity.
I have no idea what it is. I'm going to go
Gonna
upstairs.
run-
And,
This will go well with my next item.
Can we
which
take a
is-
squad pic with the facial mask and the Nerf guns?
yeah.
Yes.
With our
That's
floral
great.
car seats and
Yeah.
Yeah.
riding dirty.
Here's the next one for you. We can all be wearing these. Delivered to me on March 24th, 2019. Woman's 1920s flapper dress vintage. Sequin fringed Gatsby dresses, art decor, sleeves for Roaring 20s party, which is exactly what we went to. We went
fantastic.
to a buddy's party that was speakeasy themed, and I needed a new dress.
Oh my god, that is amazing! All right, you're wearing that in our car ride.
Yeah.
So we're partnered with Party City. They have a lot of. Okay, yeah, it looks like they have some flashy flapper dress
Oh,
costume
man, this is perfect.
for adults. I'm glad they don't have that for kids. It would get a little weird.
Those weird flapper children running about.
Mom, I've always wanted to dress up. Stick with the Nerf gun, kid.
Yeah.
So it looks like you can stack some. Let's see, it's going to be 3.5% back at Party City. So you're in business there, and they do in-store pickup. It's great.
Awesome. That's cool. Chamber, you got one more, or are we done here?
I mean, I could go for days.
This is fun. I like this.
I got one for you. So this is a record I purchased. I purchased the limited anniversary edition of the Christopher Cross self-titled album on vinyl. So Christopher Cross, self-titled, limited anniversary edition.
Can we play that as a closing?
That's one of my favorites. I'm a sucker for 80s, I don't know what you even call that, like yacht rock. So yeah, big fan.
All right, I gotta find it on vinyl. Oh, this is gonna be a tough one. So it's at Walmart. I don't think it is on vinyl though. But if you want the album, it's at Walmart. Let's see. I have not invested in a vinyl record player. What do you recommend, by the way?
A lot of people will tell you to go old school, get like a used one. I don't. Just go with like an Audio Technica from like Walmart. They're simple, easy to use, and they're pretty decent. And you can easily replace the needles. I've had like the same one for like 4 or 5 years now. But I used to do all like the old Sony and Pioneer ones all the time, and nothing but headaches.
Yeah. All right. I'll have to check that out. Yeah. So it looks like we have the CD, but not. I do not see the vinyl, unfortunately. And that's going to be with like $9 and 3.5% back. We're doing the math.
All right. So what's the grand
record?
So last one here for me. It's blast from the past also, I guess, because my fiance drives an older vehicle, an older Acura, which still has a cassette player.
Ooh, nice.
So she purchased a universal car audio cassette adapter.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes, so she has the cassette in the thing hooked to her smartphone.
Amazing. That's a classic accessory. I didn't even know the witchcraft that goes behind that.
Me either.
Like, it blows my mind.
I don't think anyone knows. It's just the smartest minds of our generation are solving that problem, and no one knows.
No, nobody knows.
It's better left unexplained.
You know what? You're 100% right.
So it looks like Groupon has one of those. Looks like Walmart has one of those. Advanced Auto Parts. We got options here.
My mom has one of those for sure.
Yeah, that is an incredible technology. How did Is there? Do you think there's some YouTube video on that?
Probably.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out real soon.
Weird science.
All right. So in total, Chamber, I spent about $150 here. And what did you spend?
I think I'm right around the same. I think it was like 140.
Okay, so let's say together we're about 300 times 0.07 as an average. We would have earned $21 worth of Bitcoin just from shopping all the
from buying the stuff that we already bought.
Yep, and obviously we would have earned that would have gone up since we bought it.
Yeah.
Sure would,
right? Because those are purchases from last month when we were not at 8,000.
I think one of the cool things is, so when we launched Bitcoin, the early rewards were at like 3,500, and so about 40% of our users have never had Bitcoin before, from what we can gather, and these users are like really stoked that their Bitcoin back is now double what they would have gotten if they were on cashback.
That's so cool.
And so it kind of like, you don't have to necessarily sell someone on Bitcoin. You can sell them on the idea that they can just earn more money back. And like if they were getting 7% back, it's essentially 14% back. And there's so many savvy shoppers out there that I think it becomes like a no-brainer. And then our whole goal is okay, if you're earning money, it's going to draw attention to what Bitcoin is. And then you're almost going to be like encouraged to learn about it. And that's our job, to educate, to share this podcast with our friends and family and everything like that, and share some content that we're creating, and get people to like be more educated on sound money and the importance of it.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. And this will be a good podcast for them to listen to, because we literally went through our Amazon lists and said, hey, how could we have earned more money back or any money back? And you had us covered for everything except the vinyl. But
I was going to say, he had the Aztec healing clay.
Yeah, the Aztec healing clay, for God's sake.
Who knew? Jim from
amazing.
Vitamin Shop. Great. Thank you, Jim. Shout out to Jim.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool, man. So, Alex, we appreciate your time. We just want to take one last piece here and let you kind of tell everybody where they can find you, and where they can go to get more information, everything like that.
Yeah, so you can go to lolli.com. That's LOLLI.com. And you can find us on Twitter. We're super active, and we give people a lot more ways to earn sats, get more Bitcoin. We do fun games. This game is awesome. We might have to take this game and do something with it on something. I had too much fun with this.
Just give us a shout out. We appreciate it.
Of course. Spread the love. But yeah, you follow us on Twitter, and then also we're active on Facebook, Telegram, all that good stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for having me on the show. It's awesome, a lot of laughs, and look forward to staying in touch.
Cool, absolutely. Chamber, anything else before we get out of here?
No, that was fun. I just want to go eat some banana bread now.
Yeah, got me craving it. Please, traffic some over here.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you, Alex. We really appreciate your time. Everybody should go check out lolli.com. I'm going to be using it now for pretty much everything I purchase. I'm definitely going to get on this grocery chain because that's a lot of money that I spend monthly that I could just be racking up some Bitcoin. So, but that's going to do it for us. And until next time, don't get wrecked. And that is financial advice.